Theme Communication Unit Info Point, and this is video 3. In the previous video tutorials I've showed you how to set up a slide master so that you can ensure consistency in your information point, and I've also showed you how to add titles to each of the slides that you're required to create based on the criteria set for this task. In this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to insert text, images and video. But before we do that, you need to make sure that you've researched this topic or that you've got access to the information given to you by your teachers where the information has already been gathered for you. Once you've got that information, you need to make sure you read through it carefully so that you understand what you're about to present to your audience. And when you are ready, when you understand all of the content, you are then ready to start adding the text, images and video. So I'm going to start on slide 1, and I'm going to keep this slide quite simple. I'm just going to have a nice title saying computers because that's the topic. I'm going to insert a picture here at the top of a computer, and I'm going to have my buttons down here which I'll set up later on in another video tutorial. So I've already got my text, but I'm not quite happy with it. I want to make it slightly bigger, and so to do that I can do it several ways. I can select the text, go to the home ribbon and use this button here to increase the font size until I'm happy with it. I might change the boldness of this font, and I might also change its style as well, like that. So that's something that I'm quite happy with. So there we played around with changing the features of the text, the font size and the boldness of the font as well as its style. Next I'm going to insert my picture. To do that I go to the insert ribbon and click on the picture icon. You then need to locate where the pictures are that you've saved or gathered from the internet and decide an appropriate picture to put on your first slide. For me, I'm going to choose this picture here of an iMac. I click on the picture and press insert. Now, the first thing I need to think about once I've got the picture in is how big I actually want that picture to be. Do I want it to be extremely big, or do I want it to be really small? There's actually a lot of theory into appropriate sizing of images. For example, we do want the picture to be quite big on this slide because it should give the audience an idea of what the presentation is about. But we don't want it to be that big that it distracts from everything else, because the most important part of this slide will be the buttons later on. So don't make your pictures too big. Remember, it's the information that's important. The images just enhance the information point. So I'm happy with the size of that and the location of it as well. So I'm then going to move on to my next slide, which is how computers work. Now, in order to fill in the information on this slide, I've already got the information gathered that I want to put in here, and that's in a text file. Here's the text file with the information in. So I want to put this information onto this slide. So to do that, I'm just going to select the information like this. I'm going to right click and go to copy. I'm then going to move this out of the way, and I want all of my information to be on the left hand side here. So I'm going to right click, make sure I click inside the box, right click and paste. And you can see that it automatically resizes the text for me to fit in this box. Once I've done that, I then want to insert a picture, an appropriate picture that will suit this slide here. Or I can insert a video. Now I actually want to insert a video into this slide, and so to do that, again I can go to insert and I can choose movie, or I can just click on this little icon here called insert media clip. So I'm going to click on that. Again, you'll need to locate where your video is stored. So mine is in here, and this is my video here. If there's a video in there, it will appear. If not, this will be blank. So I click on the movie, press OK, and then I'm prompted with this little message that says, how do you want the movie to start in the slideshow? So when this slide appears in my show, do I want it to start automatically or when clicked? I'm going to say that I want it to start automatically. If I now view this show,
if you're like most people, computers are...
You can see that it automatically starts. The video automatically starts, and if I click on it, I can pause it and start it and stop it. So we've inserted text using copy and paste, we've inserted images using insert, and we've inserted videos.